he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs. Today, I'm going to be fiddling around with my truck. This is a 2012 Ford F150. Got the Lariat package, got the 5.0 Coyote in it, 6-speed automatic, 4-wheel drive, got the off-road package and the towing package. Yeah, I think I got lucky when I bought this truck. It's got more stuff than I'll ever use. But I brought it in here today because I just wanted to give it the once over right quick. And I want to put my lights on. Well, we have, today is Wednesday, what is today, the 20th, I think. And this weekend we're supposed to be getting like ice and snow. Boom, it's supposed to be hit hard. So I want to make sure no truck's ready. So I went through, checked the antifreeze, all the fluids and things. As soon as I pulled the dipstick, the top breaks. I kid you not. So right now I have the top over here. As you can see, and I'm hoping that the super glue will hold it together. Yeah, it broke right there as soon as I tried to pull it. Hopefully that'll work. We're going to let it dry while we're doing all this other stuff. But what I'm after here is, like I say, go in my truck, just give her a good check out. And then I got a bunch of lights that I'd like to put on it. I have this light bar here, and I have a shorter light bar, and I have 4 of these. Now I've done went through and checked the harness out. I took all this off that yellow Ford truck that I was fiddling with. The harness had some issues, but I went through here and fixed everything and got it where everything works like it's supposed to. You know, coming from the switch, it's a 2-way switch. So yeah, I know it's a rough looking little setup right there, but it worked and it got everything checked out. But first things first, I want to raise it up and see if I can get that big light bar under the front bumper. I don't want this thing looking gaudy. I mean, like a truck I bought. Had a light bar on the roof, had a light bar on the hood, and they were just all over the place. It looked like crap. But I'd like to get some of these mounted up front so I can see better. And I'm going to take 2 of these little ones here, and we're going to try to mount them in back and hook them into the backup lights. But I want to be up under the bumper where they're not really seen a whole lot. This is a pretty clean truck. I mean, no aftermarket stuff. She's a bone stocker. And I just want to keep it that way. I think it's a good looking truck as is. And I just don't want to mess it up. I actually thought about a roll bar. I could sit there and make myself a roll bar and put the light on it. But I just don't think it'll look good on this truck. And that light bar is pretty wide, so nah. But let's raise it up and just see what kind of room we got under that front bumper and see if there's a good place to install that big light. The rest of the lights I don't think we'll have no big problem with. Well now, this ain't gonna work. This light bar is so long. Even trying to hide it under here. See how far it's sticking out. I think that's just gonna look stupid. Alright, well, let's set this with the side for a few. I'm really thinking of a roll bar. This light on there might not look too bad. But while we think about that, let's grab the next size light and see if we can fit it in where I want it. Alright, this one here, there was a license plate over here and I took it out. I was wondering if this light would fit in here. put it down. There we go, it's a little more manageable for me. I'm not 10 feet tall. Yeah, right in there. Any way possible to do it. Yeah, but it's perfect. That plastic piece is separate. Just like this. How that's in there. Let me get a line. Okay, it seems like it's separate from this plastic piece. And all this plastic in the way, it's just hard to really see anything that's going on. Nope, can't see a dang thing. I think there's big old, they just snaps in there. I can't get my hand all the way in there to push the little snapper things. I can get to these two. Oh, why does everything have to be so difficult, right? I'm not taking all the bumper off just for that. I mean, it just lacks just a little bit of fitting in there. Pull this out and make it go in there. I mean, that would fit right there, and that doesn't look bad at all. I would, yeah, I'm not mad at none about that. I just got to figure out how to bracket it. It's got brackets on it, but now I ain't got no room. Nothing at the bottom to go straight to. Really nothing at the top either. This was drilled to the actual bumper through there, and I'm not going to do that. Well, let me see again. Well, I got it stuck. Brackets that are on there, they'll twist backwards where I can go through that. Got to push it too far forward. But it's always something to deal with, ain't it? When you're trying to do something and keep it looking just nice, you know what I mean? I could mount this one under here. I don't see anything wrong with that, to tell you the truth. That wouldn't look stupid. and mount it to this hard plastic. It ain't gonna go nowhere. You can get your hands in it. Okay, now my hands up. Now I wonder if I could drill holes in there and go up like that. Drill holes in there, go like that. Good. Wires from this side and electric coming up in there. I don't really think it would matter how I mounted it, as long as I got it mounted. Oh, come on out of the way. Hey, it's just gonna be difficult today. I reckon once the dipstick broke, that's the kind of day that's going to be working on the truck. That's what it's down to. This way, let's go right up against this, a little bit higher. I think that's the way I like that. So let me grab a drill and get that mounted right quick. All right, I think I finally made up my mind on one thing. I did take the brackets, flip them around with both of them on the outside. I think I'm going to put it here. I'm going to do it there, you know. And I thought, well, I'll put it out here. No, I like it. Let me get it somewhat same. Much same. Holes. All right. See how this pans up. They go ahead and give me some washers. I think I got a bit. Perfect. Perfect. I'll do this double wobble here. Double washers. Another thing about putting it right here too, it's going to be easier for me to get the bolts and nuts on there. And I don't think it's a bad one. It's not gaudy. It's not sticking right out there in my face or nothing, you know. All right, that one lined up. Hey, I think this one's going to line up. See? Tighten these, then we can tighten them to the side here. Okay, 7/16. Got it, that's tight. Hold on to it. And we'll say that's tight. Now, get a wire. We'll get a wire up through here. Then the other one drop down to it. I don't think that'll look too bad. Let's, I know after we turn them on, we're going to have to do some aiming, but I want to get them generally where they're going to be. All right. What do y'all think? That don't look too bad. I think you got it on there pretty straight. Right. It looks like it's this way, but it's not. Same distance. Wait. I think that'd be cool. Now, what I was thinking is using this spot here, two of those squares. Yeah, I mean, I got it when I was using it, right? These are like so, which I mean, I can put them any way I want. Now, let me grab me some wrench and loosen that there so I can wiggle it around some. Check the others. They got a different bracket on them. It may work a little better. We do have this hole here and here. That's very uneven. We're going to bend them brackets around some, not a ton. Oh, it could go there. Give me a minute. Let me put some thought into this. All right, I think I have these figured. I took this end cap off and took that extra bolt out. I don't know why there's two in there. Well, it's probably for that other style bracket that's on the mother lines. We don't need it. Right here is a hole, and right here is a hole. Why can't we put this up here like this, and then take that tab here and bend it backwards to where it's going to line up with that. It's going to be like 90, not a complete 90, probably about 80, between 70 and 80 degrees of bend. Got to get that sitting right in there. Now that will look nice. And how we're going to bend these like that. You see they bend the top backwards. Come over here to the bender. There we go. The hammer, the bender. Like it. I'll get this held in here. That's right there. You stay right there? Yes, you will. Thank you very much. Right there. That made a very nice bend. Let's try that and see if it even works. If I can quit walking into stuff while I move the camera for y'all. This is the one we're going with. Flat like that. Wow. That is going to work. Let me go ahead and do the same thing to the other one, and then we'll see if they fit up there. All right. Okay, let's see if this is going to work any at all. You just drop everything. Maybe in case it drops it. No. Oh, so this one goes over here like so. Yes, I do have lock washers on these. Start. A little lower than I would like, but I don't think I'm going to complain. Right. Lock washer. Look. That a little bit. Well, that's tight, but y'all see what I'm saying? The light's crooked. We break the house, right? Little adjustment there. We'll push our luck a little bit. All right. That's getting straight. That looks good. Not too gaudy. It's set in there. They sitting out here. All right. Well, let me do the other one right quick. I'll tell you what, guys. I think that looks pretty good. This one's down on the ground. You really won't notice this a lot. You'll see these two. They're nice. They're centered up. They're equal. They're set back in there. So they gaudy look. All right. I'm going to wait on the electrical. Let's do that all at one time. Let's go ahead and go to the rear and see where we're going to mount a backup light at. Alright, got a different mounting bracket on these. I think this will be a little easier to deal with. It's a little thinner for the bendings. But what am I looking at right off the bat? There's a bolt here with a bumper. Well, it's just out there a little bit, ain't it? That I don't like. But, what if we spun this around, put them back in there like that? That may be an idea. Take these off up quick and just see if that idea is going to work. Now, if this works, it's going to make the back so much easier than all that we just went through on the front. Hold on. Take the washers off. What I'm doing is putting this bracket around. It don't fall. That's all right. Come on, quit being a pain. We're just doing it like that. That would get them back in there. Just think I like that idea. Let me get this bolt off of here. Let's see what I can do to get this bolt out. This is a, I don't know what size it is. Anyway, it's coming right off the finger. That's a good thing. I wonder what size this is. Probably a 10. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Well, they really moved, didn't it? We're going to put this on backwards. That still work. Like this, if I don't think it's going to work right, but we will see. I cannot believe that bumper was that far bent. That thing's that far away from the hole now. Good, what am I supposed to do there? Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. That doesn't let that bolt go deep enough in there. So, we're going to have to do it like that. It's going to be the same difference. Give me a few minutes, let me look around the shop here, see if I find this bolt for the longer. Before I waste a bunch of time looking for another bolt, make it longer. Why don't we just come on. Just hop in here. Trying to get the pain, ain't it? You know what's good at. I don't know, take a little clip off there. Then we should just be able to use our bolt that we have. And the nut. Get a lock washer this thing. Yeah, it's going to work out. It's perfect. It's size. Right, it's a half inch. That's not bad. So we'll move it more towards the center. This. Lock washer. Right. Well, get in there when it does. Thank you. Way to just bend this by hand. Got that one on the front, you should be able to bend this. I guess it's nice to start. My hands started getting tired. Over time to break it. They do get back a lot, but if needed, it would throw some line backwards or not working or something. There we go, it's got an angle down. Yeah, I don't think it looks bad at all. And I bet once it's on the ground, you barely notice it, which we're going to drop it on the ground here in a minute. Let me go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll see what we think. There we go. Nice. Sitting nice and even. My camera's crooked, guys. So we should be like that right there. Yeah, spaced apart evenly, of course. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, let me let this thing down, and then we'll see what everything looks like. All right. It's sitting up on the left, so it's about probably 8 inches higher than what it'd normally be. You can see them, but they don't look bad. Yeah, it's not gaudy or stupid looking. Look at the front end and see what we think. Like I say, it is a pretty truck, and I don't want it looking gaudy or stupid. Yeah, that ain't bad at all. I would like for everything to be more back and hidden, but I don't know, sort of may add to the look of the truck. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, well, I think that's going to pretty much do it for today. I'm just done for the day. I'm tired. Well, let's come back out here tomorrow, and let's get this electrical done. Then I'm going to decide on a roll bar or not. All right, now that we have our lights installed, we need to do all of our wiring. Still thinking about that big light bar and a roll bar. Just not sure. This may be enough light for me to see good at night. I'll just have to test it out. But next thing, like I say, electrical stuff. And it needs to be, this will go to the bottom light. Of course, this will go to the two lights here. Start at the lights and go back. Sounds good to me. This is crooked. Okay. Figure out where we'll drop this through there. Right through there is a real good spot. That will come through there. Hold the thing here. Okay. Right through there. Cool. Let me raise it up where I can get at them very easy. We'll go ahead and get them wired. All right, off camera. I got these front ones wired up. As you can tell, we got plastic loom on them, running all the way up here. And I've got the relays zipped into there. And I got the hot wire on. So, now I'm going to leave the ground wire off. I want to get everything else hooked up, especially the switch before the ground wire. So, what we have left is, of course, the ground wire. We have these two that have to go to the rear. That's not a big deal. But we have these that have to go to the switch. That's the big deal at this point in time. So, let's go inside, try to figure out where we're going to put this switch. All right, here's the interior of our truck. And switch looks like this here. A square looking thing. And what you do, put a square slot and it just snaps in. Yeah. Not really big on that, but that's what it is. And I really hate to cut into my truck. I really don't know where I'm going to put it, to tell you the truth. I need to figure that out. It'd be nice if it was right here. I'd say, but I really do hate to cut into any of these pieces. Because if a switch goes bad and I got to replace it, can I find one exactly like that? I doubt it. But it is what it is. I think that I need to make a decision quickly. Thought about putting it in this stupid pocket here. If I can put it in there with some double sticky tape, and that way I'm not cutting into my truck or anything. Just drill a hole in the back of that to make the wires go through. But I think what we need to do first, get this panel here out of the way. So I can see what we got up in there before I go drill it. Come on. Well, that helped out a whole lot, didn't it? Big old piece of metal there. I can't see jack. I don't know. What about putting it in this? Well, that wouldn't be bad. And if it messed up, it's down there. And maybe I could find another one of these if I had to someday. So, it just snaps in there, like so. If that switch was right here, that wouldn't look too bad. And then I ain't cutting into all this stuff here. But this would probably be the easiest way to do it. And you want to put it about 4 fingers down. To figure out where a switch sits. Because the way this metal plate is. Well, that'd be a tight fit right there. You don't want to put it here. Other side's a lot tighter fit. Well, we do have a space. Maybe I don't even know if y'all can see what I'm talking about here. Make sure. You move the camera around some. Yeah, you sort of see what I'm talking about. This slot right here. Make the switch just sit in there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to do some careful measuring on this when we cut into it. So let me get a tape and get my measurements, and then we'll put them over to this, get it cut. All right, I've got everything drawn out here. This is a little square that I need to cut out. Hopefully I got it in the right place. Be good enough to cut it out. I'm going to use my little air saw here. Let's give that compressor a chance to crank up and get full. And see if we can cut this square out good. Get that switch fitted in there. All right, the air compressor got full. Been a while since I used this thing. It's handy. The only problem is trying to find blades for this. Come on. That looked good. Okay. Let's see here. That's a hard thing. Alright, there's one more line down through here. Clean up. See how close we are or how far away. From one to the other. All right, we're close. Need to get it a little bit bigger. See if I can grab my Dremel. Well, I got my Dremel here. What a Dremel brand. It's one my mom bought. I had no clue where she got it. The little thing's been humming right along. Got a little pink stone in there. Let's see if that'll work. See, it works. Oh yeah. Cooks right along. See if that's enough. I'd rather just do a little bit at a time than go too far on it. Huh, looking close. I still got to go a little wider. Right there. Don't you know? Make sure. A little much wider there. I need to go wider on the inside of it. Take a little at a time. Oh, man. You are so close. I think side to side we're okay. Let me take a little more off of the top and bottom. I know, tedious stuff, isn't it? I'm going to clean them sides up just a little bit too. Well, we got it going our way. A couple of marks here. I think that might do it. Oh, we'll see. Oh, it's going to be picking that good. What the things are on there. Drop a couple of dents to see if that'll do it. Hopefully I don't just mess it up. Try it again. Take 1,725, right? Oh man, we're so close. I'm afraid to push on this too hard that I'll break the switch. And I do not have another one of these switches. And a little more. Drop everything on the floor. All right, now. Yeah, I'm saying. Okay, I'm back. And we were Oh, so close, but not yet. Oh, I'm so afraid I'm gonna break that thing. Let's cut some more. Man, I know this is just quite a drag. A little at a time. Next thing you know, you done cut too much and it's ruined. You gotta duct tape it. But there's nothing wrong with duct tape, but not for nothing. Come on, baby, go in there this time, please. Oh, yes. Oh, it actually snapped in there like it's supposed to. Voila! That'd be the front lights, and that'd be the back lights and the front lights. Well, ain't that special? Alright, special people. Let's throw this back in the car right quick. Alrighty. Panels back in. Switch turned out pretty good. I'd love to put it up there, but like I said before, I'm afraid it'd go bad. And I don't want to have to buy that piece or what have you. But that works. I run it out, went through the grommet where the hood release cable is. Come up through here into this plastic thing all the way over. You can see it over there hanging out. We're going to hook up them 2 yellow wires and tape up that. Put a little loom on it. I had to move them relays and everything more that away in order to have enough wire to hook up. I'm going to get all that wired up right quick, relays put up. Then we'll get our wire running to the rear light, and that should fix us up. Alrighty, get all that done. Get some wire loom on it. Zip them in back there, some relays to stay good and still. Now we got this wire here that goes to the rear. So let's raise her up and see what we can do by getting them around. Alright, let's see what we can do. We got 2 rolls of wire, red and green. Right now. Open up the black one. These 2 are already open, so I use some red big positive for green negative. And that's good. That's fine. Alright guys, I got the wire loosely ran instead of starting from the back and came forward. I've already got it hooked up there, the wire loom to here, and all tucked up nice and neat under the hood. So what I've got to do now is wire loom all of this. Now that's the job. See what makes it a little bit easier? Just go down through here with some black tape. And take the 2 wires together. Every so often to keep them together. That way the wire loom should slide on there a lot easier. But even though I'm going to have to do wire loom several different pieces. Then whenever that's where they joint on the black tape. Let me go and see how long it's going to take. Alright, got all that wiring done. Hopefully y'all can see this. Yeah, gets up, run through there, clips. Up, way up. And over, clips and zip ties. Oh, that's wired up. Look good. Ran over the top of this, clips and zip ties, and then got that one. Now it all looks good. So let's drop the truck and actually see if any of this works. All right, let's turn the fronts on first. All right. Yeah, that's working. That is right. Now let's go to the rear. And hopefully these will work. All right, let me click the switch. They're working. Yes, I did see that shut off and come back on. I don't know why. Got a good connection on everything. Well, that was weird. Hopefully that don't pose a problem, but hey, I think we fixed it. And there we go. Another project knocked out. Yeah, I know this video was a little long. That was a lot of work, a lot involved, and but I'm happy with the way it turned out. I think these really helped me see the night a lot better, and of course the backup lights were great. You know how factory backup lights are, you can't see jack. But yeah, cool project, I'm digging it. Well everyone, I appreciate you watching, hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed doing it, it was cool. If you would, throw us down some comments. Hit us up on Patreon and Super Things. And please like, share, and subscribe. Again, I appreciate it much. Till the next one, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.